time to go hawking. Now we'll see how this Tearsal Prairie is, or whether he's still hormonal or whatever he is, I don't know. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Well, the flag tells me this morning we've got a good breeze, probably about 18-19 according to forecast. There's a wind warning, but I'm not taking much attention to that. I don't think it's going to come till probably later on in the afternoon, I'm hoping anyway. I'm just going to head out and see whether this prairie is going to play ball or not, or whether he's going to continue in this hormonal stage that he seems to be going into. Time will tell. We'll just see how it goes, give it a couple of hours in the field, find a flight, and then I'll judge whether I'm going to put him up for the season or not. Well, we're going to give this field a go. We'll see what the pointer puppy's doing, because it's clueless. It doesn't have a clue what's going on. It just follows its big brother, so to speak, half brother from a different mother. Well, we got a point here. I'm not sure I want to fly it, but the dog seems pretty strong on it. I'll show you. I don't even know if you can see him with this camera, but just in front of that very old wagon, the dog is there. He's been steady on that point. I'm just not sure where the Huns are. They could be just the other side of those rocks. With all those trees, I don't know if I want to fly it, but I think I might honor him and see what's there, because it's a nice point. He's a young pup and I want to reward him. Steady. You can see a dig just in front of us here on the ground. There's a strong wind. It's about 19-20 which I'm thinking there's a dig way off of. There they go. There they go. Good dog! Good dog! And they went exactly where I thought they would. Sherwood Forest. It's good to see them running wide, actually. I mean, the wire here, I've come to accept that that's what he's now learned, and he's going to do it well. But I want the English pointer to get, start running big too, and he can't keep up with that wire hair yet. Give him a few months and he'll muscle up and become the lean athlete that he is. Flying falcons is different for different people, and in different parts of the world it requires different tactics. But here on the Canadian prairies, particularly during the winter when the snow is down, a lot of it is driving, looking for partridge in this case, which is my main quarry. To give you an idea of the terrain, the landscape is pretty bleak, and what I'll look for is beside a slough here, for example, where there's a bit of cover, there invariably is shelter for partridge. You know how it is when you're driving, you tend to sort of steer where you're looking. Well, this is very much the case with falconers when they're looking for partridge. And if you look down the road, you can see a falconer's come down this road because he's weaving all over the road. And that's because he's steering where he's looking instead of looking where he's going. Hey guys, I'm going to show you an old abandoned farm site. This is a great haven for partridge, and for that matter even predators like great horned owls. Here, I'll show you what it looks like. Pile of magpies pulled out of there, which tells me there might be something dead, but something like this old shed here. We'll see if someone's home. This is where you would see a great horned owl hang out. They tend to come to places like this to roost and nest, and right now is the time of year for nesting. We'll see if someone's home. there he goes. He just took off. Well, oh, and another one. So they're probably nesting. There's 2 owls in here. I'm glad I didn't stick my head through that face. So where would they be? Well, they're in here. They're going to find somewhere to roost, probably in the corner. Looks like they've been muting a lot in the corner over there. So they may nest on the ground. I'm not sure. They may get sticks and put it up on those beams. But these are the sort of buildings that you'll see them. So there's already a pair in here. And this is home for them. There'll be mice and voles and such around here. But of course there'll also be game birds that will come to this cover for protection. Mistakenly think it's a safe haven. But of course the owls will be there to prey on them. These vast winter landscapes are pretty bare and barren, but where you find a power pole, invariably you end up finding a snowy owl. And this one's up here hunting, still hunting, looking for partridge or something. Well, I've tried running the fields behind me, can't find anything. Now my dog's gone, and I think he's probably in this drawer behind me, or in front of me I should say, and this is probably where the partridge go. Here's the dog here. If you can see it, it's on point right there, right there. Steady, steady, steady. Okay, I'm backing off. I'm going to get my Falcon and put it up. He's a good dog, that dog. You know, I try to work the fields in front of me, and of course the dog goes where he gets the scent, and it looks like the partridge are hanging out in those drawers and coulees with this weather and the snow. We had a fresh 5 centimeters yesterday, so that's probably where the partridge are going, and you can't blame the dog. He's going where the scent is. I can't drive there, so thank God for the dog. Basically the dog is what makes it for me, and certainly enhances my sport. So I'm going to get the prairie ready, probably make this the last flight of the season. We'll see. Okay. He should be hungry. We've been driving for 5 hours and we haven't got a flight yet. It's a good wind clipping now, so I'm feeling it's going to be a lot more up top, but we'll give him a go and see what comes. Hey buddy. You ready? Good mute. Come on. As soon as you're in the air, the better. Okay. Well, this is the end of the season. He caught his last partridge, his 10th head of game. I'm very pleased with him. Hey buddy, what's going on? Hey. Hey. I'm gonna crop him on this. Hey bud, I know. Wow, we worked all day for this partridge. What are we? Probably I'm going to see at least 5 hours of driving. Here, come here. Good boy. At least 5 hours of driving. Okay, there you go. Well, the sun is setting on another day, but so it will also set on my season. I've just spent 5.5 hours trying to find a flight for this prairie, and we've succeeded, and he's caught a partridge. I'm very pleased with his performance, but I think the message is clear that it's time to stop for the season. We have another 4 weeks of our season, legal season, but ethically I want to stop because there's lots of pairs of partridge now. I saw 3 pairs today. I saw 2 coveys that I couldn't fly because of their proximity to cover, but that combined with driving for 5 hours trying to find a setup, and the fact that he's also starting to bond with me for some extent, probably an unintended consequence of tidbitting him on the kills, tidbitting him when I went to pick him up off the perch. So I've cropped him up. This is it. He's done. It's been a fantastic 5 weeks of flying, and he's caught 10 head of game. It's reasonable for a bird, and I've achieved what I wanted to do, which was basically teach him a new style of hunting and to work with me. And I think we've set the ground and foundations for next season. So in September, hopefully, I'm going to try and enter him on ducks, and we'll see how that goes. But anyway, this is the end. Signing off.